Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing a quick 5-minute makeup because I've not been feeling myself. I've been quite low recently. I don't think my hormone levels are quite even. I think Wes would agree. I've been really angry one minute, very emotional the next, and I'm not really a very emotional sort of person, so that's really unusual for me, and I could cry at the drop of a hat at the moment. So something needs to be done. I was in bed earlier on, I've been out and I've taken Ralph for a walk, and that always makes me feel a little bit better, get some fresh air. And I thought I'm gonna have a little bit of a treat day today. So I have smothered the Coco and Eve Sweet Repair, repairing and restoring hair mask all over my hair and tied it up in a little bun at the back, just as a pre-shampoo treatment, which I've been doing a lot of recently and my hair is absolutely loving. And then I thought I'd do a quick 5-minute makeup just to make myself feel a bit better. So I'm not going out anywhere, I'm not going to be meeting anybody, the kids are off school this week, so I'm really enjoying spending time with them, but just for 5 minutes, throwing a few makeup products at my face just to spruce myself up will probably elevate my mood somewhat. So let's get on with it. If you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you haven't subscribed for any reason whatsoever, I'd really love it if you'd do that in this video today, and also click on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos like these. So I usually do my brows first in this sort of situation, in fact in any sort of situation, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to be taking my Herborian CC cream and putting that all over my face. Now, I really hate it when people apply stuff directly to the skin, but actually in this instance, I feel like this is the best way to do it rather than get a whole glob on your hands and then get really messy. So I like to distribute this evenly and then go in with a second pass if I feel like I need a little bit extra. But you just apply this like a moisturizer, which is why it's so quick and easy and not really that messy. Yes, it does change color. Yes, it does give you a little bit of coverage, but it's not something that gets really messy on the fingers. And if you've been a regular to my channel for quite some time, you will know I really don't like that. Really don't like that. So I'm popping this underneath my eyes as well. I already have my SPF on because I took Ralph out earlier on, so I make sure that my skin is protected. But just really love how this applies, and you don't actually need a mirror if you don't want a mirror. If you're in the car, if you're in a rush, obviously not if you're driving. If you're in the passenger seat and you're in a rush, then this is a great product to just shove on, and it just gives you that glow whilst also giving you a little bit of coverage. This product was recommended to me by so many of you, and I am so super grateful because this has become one of my really quick makeup loves. And look at the difference. Look how beautiful my skin looks. Everything is just evened out. It's given me a little bit of coverage, just a little bit, but not too much. It still looks like my own skin, and it hasn't turned me orange. And so many of those color changing products turn me a beautiful shade of tangerine, and this one doesn't. I'm gonna go in with the brand new Maybelline Build-A-Brow. Everyone is raving about this for good reason. So you don't get a lot of product for your money, which is disappointing, but it is a genius product. It's really good at what it does, and the convenience of having both products, the gel and the pen, in one item is great. Both sides work. I do have to really lather the gel in to add hold, but very quick, very simple to use. And then as soon as that's dry, just taking the brow pen end and just making a few strokes. So I'm not going to go overboard today because it's a very quick makeup, so I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to make things even and just fill things in a bit. Then I'm going to finish my face makeup, taking my Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Concealer, just dotting a little bit underneath the eyes, around my nose where I've got a little bit of redness, although you wouldn't guess because, you know, the CC cream from Ereborian is that good. Don't really have any other imperfections that I want to cover over. And just patting that in place using my fingertips. The warmth of the fingers really does help with this product, just melting it into the skin. It's so, so beautiful. By the way, the house is pretty much finished now. I know that a lot of people were asking when the next house tour is going to be because I've been talking about this build for such a long time, and then all of a sudden, radio silence. So many of you want to know when the next house tour is happening and what is happening with the build. Well, the builders have finished. We said goodbye to them just before Christmas, fully paid up now. So we just need to find artwork and a few little finishing touches, you know, before I do the next house tour. So if anybody who lives in the UK has any ideas on where to get some really nice artwork, I like abstract art, I like textured art, and I've always done my own artwork before. I've always either painted stuff or made stuff for the walls. I've never really bought stuff before. So if anybody has any ideas on where I can buy artwork from, and really large pieces of art if possible, because we have some quite large wall spaces that look very bare at the moment. So yeah, if anybody has any ideas, please send them my way. I'm going to use the Victoria Beckham Contour Stylus in the shade Travertine just to add a little bit of something extra. Contour my eyes a little bit, add a little bit underneath my lash line there. I saw Victoria Beckham do this on an Instagram reel the other day and it just looked gorgeous, and all she did was use her fingers to blend that in. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and it just adds a little bit of structure to the eyes. And she just softened that in with a fingertip. Wow. And that just makes me feel a little bit more done, rather than just leaving it where it was and looking a little bare. A little bit like my walls at the moment. They could do with a little bit of something extra. I need a little bit of colour on my cheeks. Cheeks are my thing, so I'm going to take the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Blush, which is a lovely cream blush in the shade Peach Lotus. It's punchy. You can apply this straight to the cheek, and then blend it out with your fingers. It's very easy, but I prefer to apply this with a brush and just tap it in place. Look how beautiful that is, how easy that is to blend. And I'm literally just tap, tap, tapping. Tap, tap, tap. But what a difference. Just huge, huge difference. I never quite understand anybody that doesn't like blush. I don't think we can be friends if you are in that camp. I'm joking. I'm really joking. Maybe. It's just so beautiful, and without any glitter particles, this gives you a lovely dewy sheen on the surface. It's just got that gorgeous glow, and oh, I'm just in love. I'm going to take a little bit over the bridge of my nose as well, just to give me a little bit of extra glow. Take it up over my temples a little bit, just with the excess product that I have on my brush. Nothing major. Now, you don't need to powder any of the products that I have on my skin. They will last all day without creasing, especially in the amounts that I've actually applied them to my skin. But I am just going to soften it slightly with a little bit of powder. All the products I'm using today, there's nothing new. Everything I already had in my collection. You don't need to go and buy all these products if you want to create a similar look. You will probably have items within your collection that will do exactly the same job. So I'm just going to be taking the Givenchy Prism Libra powder in the shade 3, which is gorgeous. It is a relatively new find for me. Look at that. It's so finely milled. You do have to be quite careful. I should have tapped off the excess. before I went in with this. I'm only doing my T-zone. I don't want to take any glow away from my cheeks at all. If you already had this and you were afraid to use it underneath the eyes, don't be. Just get a powder puff or a brush. Really knock it into the puff and just dab that really lightly underneath the eyes. And I mean, it's just unreal. So smoothing. I'm already feeling a million times better than I did this morning when I first woke up. There is always time to kill the lashes. It makes so much of a difference. If there isn't time, I'm going to be late because I'm always going to kill my lashes. Luckily, I have nowhere to be today, so I'm not going to be late for anything. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Panorama Volume Million Lashes Mascara, which is one of my faves at the moment because it hugs every lash. It really does volumize, but it does it in a really natural, beautiful, fluttery way. And because of the amount of product that clings to this wand, it's also very quick and easy to use. So beautiful. I could go in with a second coat. I'm not going to today. I just want that rolled out of bed and don't I look fabulous look. I don't want to go overboard with anything. So that's where I'm going to leave it. By the way, I have noticed that my lashes have been getting longer and longer and longer recently, and I put that down to my LED light therapy. Has anybody else found that? So during the build, I seriously neglected myself. I said I wasn't going to go in with a second coat, so I'm going to leave it alone. Leave it alone, Gemma, leave it alone. During the build, I really neglected myself. I stopped taking my vitamins, which I'm not quite sure why. I stopped doing LED light therapy. Anything that took a little bit extra out of my day, I really stopped doing. I did everything for the kids. I made sure Wes did everything, but for some reason I neglected myself, which really wasn't a good idea. So now I'm starting to get back into all these things now the builders have left, and I'm really noticing a difference in my skin and also my lashes. It's the only thing different I've been doing recently, and they're a lot longer. I don't know if it's a thing. Maybe I ought to contact Bev and ask her from Maysama because she knows everything about LED. Has anybody else noticed that? Let me know in the comments. My lips have disappeared somewhat, so I just want to define the outline with my MUA Intense Colour Lip Pencil. This one is in the shade Heartfelt. I think sometimes just outlining the lips can make such a huge difference, especially if you're not choosing a massively contrasting colour. This one is pretty much the same shade as my lip colour. And I'm just going to bring that into the body of the lip slightly and then feather that in with my finger. But it's not exactly the same as my lip colour. Maybe I over-exaggerated slightly. It is a lot warmer, but I like it. It's a lovely nude. Then taking my Eucerin Acute Lip Balm. Nothing else today. I just want to look after myself, be kind to myself, and definitely be kind to my lips. So that's it. And I feel a little bit melodramatic saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I feel so much better, and makeup has done that. Makeup. It's just a few products, and yet I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, which seems ridiculous, but that's how I'm feeling, so I thought I'd share. Anyway, I don't know whether this is a hormonal thing for me. I don't know whether the stress of the build over the last year and a half has finally caught up with me, because I dealt with it really well while it was going on, and then all of a sudden they've left and I'm a quivering wreck. Anyway, I don't know. Let me know how you all are in the comments section. I always like to keep up to date with what you're doing and how you're feeling, so please let me know how you are in the comments, and let me know if you've tried any of these products. Do you love them? Did you really not get on with them? Pass your experiences on to the rest of the pack. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.